And then we have our version of Forest Gray. We'll see how this turns out. It's looking pretty dark. Ooh, I like it. And the next mixture is our Forest Blue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a winner. Guys, if you want me to do a total separate video on my recipes, let me know in the comments. I would be so happy to do that. That turned out so good. Okay, and then we've got Manganese Blue Hue. And I may add Cobalt Teal back in. It's killing me that I don't have it. We'll see. After I play with this for a few days, I will know exactly what I want and what I don't want. And the cool part is I still have 2 of these pans that are empty. So I could easily swap colors out if I need to. This Manganese Blue Hue is more of a sticky color, if you know what I mean by sticky. Kind of sticky gummy, like the Aureolin. Aureolin, I don't know how to say that. I will have to figure that out. Yeah, so each paint has its own personality and its own feeling and consistency, and some are easier to re-wet than others. Some are, yeah, if you know, you know. All right. Next is Verditer. It's quite similar to Cobalt Blue, but like I said, it has white in it. And then it has, I believe, phthalo blue. And last but not least, we have my favorite new gray, Joseph Z's Cool Gray. This is a gouache brush, so it doesn't hold as much water. Okay, we'll let that dry and we'll come back to it. All right, here is my little swatch card. So here's the top row, and you flip it, and there's the bottom row. So yeah, I might change a couple of these out. I'm gonna give it a go first and see how they work for me. But I'm kind of thinking these 2 yellows are so similar. Nickel Azo is my mixing yellow. So it's just so clear and transparent and rich and vibrant, and you don't need a lot of it. Whereas the Aureolin, I use it by itself. It's not really a mixing yellow that I use, and it's really perfect for pops of yellow. And then I'm happy with the rest of these. Really happy with those. Very happy with how these turned out. Oh, I'm so happy with my forest gray and my forest blue. But the manganese blue hue and the verditer, I'm gonna have to look that up and see how to pronounce it. It's killing me because they are quite similar, but they're different. And it's really hard not having my cobalt teal in here, but I can't decide which one to ditch, if that makes sense. So possibly I could ditch the manganese blue hue and just put the cobalt teal in and possibly just mix this with cobalt teal. And that's perfect because like I said, I still have two of these bad boys, but I'm just not sure which yellow to replace. I think I would keep the nickel azo and then maybe put in a, I don't know, like a new gamboge or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or Naples yellow, or yeah, I'm just looking at my chart. That's why I'm looking up in the sky. I'm looking at my Daniel Smith color chart. So anyway, otherwise, I'm excited about this. I cannot wait. And I love having a limited palette. I know this is not really a limited palette, but for me it is because I have 40 something colors on my other travel palette. So this is quite limited. I'm not going to re-swatch because I know what it is. Oh, and I wanted to show you. So this is the cool gray. I need to swatch it for you bigger so you can actually see. Okay, here it is. Holy Toledo. Oh my goodness. Going on the paper. It looks black straight out of the tube, but it is not. You could use it as black if you use it really thick in mass tone. But I wouldn't. Okay, you ready for this? So it almost has like a Payne's gray feel to it, right? Berry blue. You can see some like violety undertones. But as it dries, the magic starts to happen. I know this is like the craziest swatch of all time ever. And I can't believe I just discovered this color within the last like month or so. Look at that. Okay, let's put some splatter. Gotta do splatter so you can see what it does as it dries. It is Joseph Zvukovic. We're just gonna say Z. Cool gray, and it's spelled with an EY. But oh my gosh, this instead of Payne's gray, it just adds so much interest. And that doesn't mean I'm forsaking Payne's gray. It's on my dot card. I love it. Let me show you what that one looks like. So Payne's gray. Straight out of the gate, they're similar because Payne's gray is a similar mixture, but I think Payne's gray is just a double pigment. PB29, Ultramarine, and PBK9, which is Ivory Black. So it's different. But you can see how they look similar straight out of the gate. But this Payne's Gray, as it dries, it doesn't do this magic. You don't get all the nuances. So it's kind of just, you know, it's great. It's Payne's Gray. And like I said, PB 29, I said 29. Ultramarine. I am on a mission to memorize pigment information. If that's not something that's interesting to you, don't worry about it. I get people who they feel overwhelmed by pigment information and they think that they have to know it to be a good artist, and you don't. You absolutely do not need to know pigments. It's fun. I enjoy it. It helps me to understand my paints better. But at the end of the day, you don't need it. I actually am going to swap places with those two colors. So this one, I love these palettes for this reason. If you're as indecisive as I am, and you are witnessing the indecisiveness this very moment, then you will like these palettes because you can swap colors out so easily. Make sure if you order these, buy extra pans. And also make sure to buy different configurations. They've got multiple sizes of pans, as you saw on their website. They've got mixing areas you can add. They've got a pan that's half the size of this one, believe it or not, the demi. And then they have one that's about double the size of this, which is the folio. And I'm asking for that one for my birthday. So anyway, I'm sorry this video went on for so long. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this palette. Have you tried it? Are you interested in trying it? And what do you think of my color selection? I want to hear all about your thoughts. Thank you for hanging out with me and helping me fill this sweet little palette that I'm so excited to use. I hope you have an amazing week.